What is up, guys? Eric here from Real Film Reviews, bringing you another movie review, this time for the new Jack Black film, Goosebumps. Goosebumps is the reimagining of all of the classic R.L. Stein books and the TV series that aired back in the 90s, and it's kind of just this massive nostalgia fest. That's the basic premise of the film. We have Jack Black, who plays R.L. Stein, and then there's a few teenage characters that are kind of there as his helpers. One of them is his daughter, and it's basically them trying to solve this issue of all of the monsters escaping, and throughout it you get to see a lot of your favorite Goosebumps monsters that were ever written about, and you also get to see some fairly funny moments. The easiest way I can compare this movie is like the ending sequence of Cabin in the Woods, but for children. Instead of taking these massively scary horror elements, they take ones like Slappy, the talking ventriloquist doll, and the Blob, and these classic R.L. Stein monsters that we all know and love, and then they make them still kind of creepy, but they aren't anywhere near as scary as something like Cabin in the Woods, but it's like that since it's a massive convergence of all of these scary monsters at once. Really, the main things that this movie has going for it is it's funny, it's got the humongous nostalgia factor for everyone from the 90s, and kids nowadays will enjoy this movie too because R.L. Stein's books are kind of timeless in that way. This movie is also fairly funny. It has a pretty quick runtime, and it honestly didn't feel like it dragged at all, which was nice. And the 3D effects were also really cool, so I'd recommend checking it out in 3D because some of the monsters look way better in 3D. The only things that this movie didn't exactly do right were the fact that some of the script elements were kind of weak and some of the lines were kind of just dumb. And I understand that this movie is not necessarily made for people my age, but being as I grew up reading Goosebumps and watching the TV show, I was of course going to see it. So some of the jokes didn't exactly make me laugh, but I think for children they would be successful. The script was really the only big problem this film had because some of it was very predictable, at least I thought, but none of it was predictable to the point that it ruined the film. It just kind of made it to where when it got to the climax or other sequences where you kind of just could guess what was going to happen, but then again, that also kind of goes with the fact that it is a movie made more for children. I'm gonna give Goosebumps a B-. It was just a fun, nostalgic time at the movie theaters. I'd recommend taking the kids to it. I don't think it's too scary for children to go see. And also, if you grew up reading the books and watching the TV show, I'd say go check it out. You'll have a fun time. Well guys, as always, I'm Eric. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought of Goosebumps, share everything we do here on Real Film Reviews, and I hope to see you guys later.